today we're going to learn about the difference between living and non-living things. Raise your hand if you know the difference between a living and a non-living thing. Jeremy.
A living can move, it can breathe, and it has blood pressure, and it has a heart.
Very good. Finn?
It has a nervous system, and it has a stomach.
Awesome. And internal organs. Awesome. And Freya?
Living creatures and people, they can move on their own. They have to have their needs met. But the non-living things, they're just made of metal or plastic, or maybe they have a cover stuffed with polyfill, and we have to move them for them to be able to go places.
Very good.
And they can't have their needs met because they don't have any.
Very good. Thank you for sharing. So living things have certain requirements in order to be considered a living thing. And an easy way to remember is an acronym called Mrs. FERG. So the M stands for moves on its own. So you know it's a living thing if it moves on its own. If it respires, and another word for respire is breathe. If it can sense things in its environment or in its surroundings, just like us, right? They also need to feed themselves or nourish themselves to be considered a living thing. They have to excrete. That excreting is using the bathroom, passing out. What you put in has to come out. They reproduce. We make more of them. And they grow. So all of those things under the acronym Mrs. FERG helps us remember what living things require. So I want you to take a look here at what I have. What are these? Fish. These are guppies. And guppies are what? Living or non-living? Living. All right, so let's look at the acronym. Do the guppies move on their own?
Yes.
Yes, you see them moving. Do they respire or do they sense things in the environment?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Do they feed themselves or nourish themselves?
Yes.
Do they excrete?
Yes.
All right. Do they reproduce? Can you make more? And you guys observed something earlier when I first brought the guppies to the class. What did you observe, Freya?
Some of them were pregnant.
Very good. Finn, were you going to say that?
Yes.
Yeah, so these guppies reproduce really quickly. And do they grow?
Yes.
Awesome. So I have another object here. What is this? Something you know and love.
An iPad.
And
A tablet.
a tablet or an iPad. Very good. Does the iPad move on its own? No. Does it breathe or respire? No. Does it sense things in its environment? No. Does it feed or nourish itself? No.
Well, it kind of does because it charges itself and non-charges.
It actually doesn't. You have to charge it, right? A living thing has to charge it. Does it excrete? No. Does it reproduce itself?
No.
And does it grow?
No.
This iPad will look like this iPad for as long as you have it. Awesome. So now we're going to do a quick activity to see how well you know the difference between living and non-living things. Alligator, a candle, candy, a pig, a fly, a tree, a harmonica, a clock, a sandwich, a penguin, a butterfly, a giraffe, a hat, and a zipper. So, can you guys classify these items into living and non-living?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you can tell me all of the things that you classify Freya.
Harmonica, zipper, sandwich, clock, candy, hat, candle.
Awesome. And who wants to tell me the things they classified as living? Finn, you can go ahead.
Giraffe, pig, butterfly, tree, fly, crocodile, and penguin.
Awesome.